aggressive. They've got GenG.
Yeah, look, you don't want to be joining Man City and General Mates.
Justin off the wall again. Leaves it, Rise, double tap, trying to go for the set. It's wide open, but the shot's so slow. It's good enough. And it does get over the line.
Gave Crispy a sniff here. The shot from Justin, very safe. Was low boost, had to get around it. Probably got around it too much, but it's enough to get the job done. Fist bump.
Ball.
That's huge. He has just pre-flipped around the ball though. And there's the interception, there's the pop, and there's the goal. Everybody commits from 100x. 3 mistakes on the bounce, 2-0.
It's just not good enough, unfortunately. Magic Bear, what a recovery. Rise did not expect it. He was like,
keeping the shutout for now. Wouldn't mind a third goal. Just to really snowball that confidence right here. 1, 2, 3 off the post. The Bears on form.
GenG are really not committing to the outplays at the moment. Just keep taking the 50s, keep faking, keep sending somebody to try and harass the third man. Saves the blushes of a 4-0. But for everything else for GenG, that went as perfectly as it could have done. We've got another tournament to play.
Yep.
We played Europe yesterday.
3 tournaments.
We played North America today.
Oh, just took the spotlight.
Yeah, we can't find them these days, though.
Interesting. So. Yeah, I've heard him on the first one on the board here.
Stop moving, so that's not usually a good sign. Magic Bear is hard to tell if that is his usual gameplay style. So. Ivan.
Justin's having a good time. We're back live, game 2. The coach no one behind them, but they're playing far more aggressive. They're getting a lot more chances on net. If they can pass it off the backboard, surely Sai is too close, but he pops over 1. 2 members of GenG on the backboard. A double fake. Rise still with boost. Who knows? It's still advantage 100x overall for this first few minutes.
They all caught each other off.
I apologize. I apologize. They've just completely cursed them. Why is this open?
Well, they didn't want a single commit. They didn't double commit. They barely even triple commit. It's 1-0.
Been up a goal.
And for all the good that we just said, I'm going to not finish my sentence because I was about to say they haven't scored. They have now.
There we go. Off the post, thought maybe they're just cursed. Rise did enough for Seamas's shot. Not enough for Sire's. Magic Bear has just been stomped on. It's one more on it. Maybe a double here could be huge, or the fake. Rice has been done. There's the goal. It's 1-1.
He got the polar opposite. Trying to get there. And the ball said, I don't want you anywhere near me. Magnetized the opposite way. And I don't know how Rise got that so wrong. 100x probably don't know either.
We had 9 for 100x. What a turnaround from game 1.
That was
same way. So good to see. We might have a series.
GenG have got to figure out, though, these bumps. Both goals that they conceded, it's just a little bit too heavy. And Crispy does well to get rid of it. And I've got to say, Crispy has recovered phenomenally because he did not look good at all in game 1.
It would have been an opening. I don't think Magic Bear really fully committed. Still finds a pop over the top. Free backboard. And the fake from Justin. 1-0.
Well, they had to beat them 3 different times. Magic Bear, you would have expected first-time shot, realized that just a little bit too late. That's unbelievable from Justin. Full confidence.
Dropping down to that man again. Can he find the wedge on net? Off the post. Anybody home? It's the post to help out. Still in big trouble, 100x. It is flirting with the net. The one goal at spell game. Whereas Rise does find the bump. Magic Bear right in, delays the flip. It's just wide open. There was only 1 man left. That could be it.
Yeah, you just about see it. Sai's playing the pass. Decided to delay his rotation back, and the moment Crispy was bumped, that play was completely done.
Moved. That might be the last attack they'll get.
I like for the majority of 100x's attempts at infield, as there's the third to add. 100x have tried, I think, 4 or 5 different infields. They've never actually had somebody available to pass the ball to. So there's an automatic, there's the
working. This is a great response from GenG, very similar to game 1. Dominated from the outset, 2-1, grabbed the lead back. Shots to 3 to 100x. And now look at the change-up going into game 3. That's just up potential. You've got Magic Bear, you've got Justin. We know what he's done for 6-7 years now. The 50 he can. Up, down, Magic Bear first on the scene, over the top. He's got a one-on-one with Seamas. Does he go the reset? He just watches it into the back of the net.
Yeah, but the moment he doesn't jump, it's time to go high 50. Magic Bear sets the rules, sets the table, scores the goal. and
squash it home.
I think there's a bit of a tell as well regarding the boost totals available, as there's another bump. It's just clean. It's fundamental Rocket League, and it's working so well.
GenG have realised that they are leaving one man back time and time again. They're playing a riskier playstyle. They're trying to play a quick offensive playstyle. 100x.
People I'm seeing, by the way. No, there's not that many of you.
There's a
I refuse.
There's a lot
That's
of
a great passing
fantastic
play. It's
players.
open. It's 3-0. GenG are walking to the semi-finals at the moment.
It's too easy. It's a little 1-2. 1-2-3, Rise to join in. It was a 3v.
They're taking it personally, these bumps and demos. They're looking for the receipt all the time. As that was a fantastic infield pass from the wrong player.
Against the runner play here completely. It was just a nice 50. You can see the infield as well, the high rotation, high positioning coming
Phenomenal
through.
Magic Bear. Honestly, couldn't have hit it better. GenG do not go for the outplay. The one time they go for the outplay, I guarantee you it's going to work.
It's 4-1 now. It's just completely shutting down any...
I understand. I understand, Sai. It bounced a bit too high. All right, I'm
A little tight for the shot, potentially.
Turn,
GenG have taken the
turn.
foot off the gas. They will get one more. Or will they? Justin through top across. Oh, Magic Bear.
flip. Now Rise, low, another bump, of course there is. Magic Bear, a bump, of course there is. A goal, of course there is.
They just hit overdrive. They found a gear that I don't think 100x35 have at the moment. Cyan, all sorts. Magic Bear cleans him up.
And match points, as we have seen throughout this tournament, triple match point, quadruple match point. Hasn't been the safest, but it would be, well, the greatest timeout ever called by a coach. And there's not a coach to call it.
I think Crispy needs to say, you see that pass? That's what we need to be doing down the other end. Maybe they don't even need a timeout.
It is not as dire as the reverse sweep we have already seen.
And it doesn't need to be. Now, the bumps haven't quite worked out. They've been a little bit too aggressive, exposing their third man, but we'll see if Game 5 changes the story. And I'm looking at them as well. They're pretty nervous about the wrath. Their coach. Oh, there it is. It's just... Forget about your timeouts. I think GenG are just a class above. It's 1-0, and it's the super import Rise.
It's a great read as well from Justin on the infield. Saucymas jump onto the back, maybe a little bit easier. Justin's been around for far too long. He doesn't give you easy. He gives you the infield, and they've got two.
He's an absolute globetrotter, and he's looking pretty comfortable in North America. A brace.
First man, first player sent. They even got to try and make the life easier for the next one. Oh, as they tried the skim. Crispy's there! Now that had some sauce on it.
Hey, the skim would have been unbelievable, but the fake is just as good. Into the back of the net. Great play, Sai setting up Crispy.
Follow it. And now Simas is against the outplay. Magic Bear reset over the top. And it's in.
I think it's the golden rule against GenG. Do not let the bear take on your last man.
Bear just threatening, and the threat is enough at the moment. Just over 100 seconds left, and the lead has got even bigger. Justin with a worldie.
You could just see 100x35 in no man's land because a world champ says the top left corner's looking real tasty right now.
Challenged. Good decision making. Maybe not quite the best execution, and well, if Magic Bear's not going to make contact, 100x will punish them.
That was a nice execution indeed. Magic Bear just couldn't get an extra touch on the ball. You can see Rise doing donuts in net. Gaming, the North American Open 1 semi-final, Shogun.
And they've done it in some style. Justin, Rise, and Magic Bear cruise on through. Did not let that game 2 rattle them.
Raw Greg, a fantastic coach, the opportunity to talk to his troops as well. And that was a dominant, deciding match. Rise looking very comfortable in this North American team. He's a multi-region, he's a globetrotter.
Trying for the third.
And right now, they're looking like a contender here in North America.
It's going to be a clash.
This is so interesting just because of all the roster moves that went down.
It's been strongly in favor of Rebellion to start here, but FUT have shown signs of life. Maybe a goal here. Yes, it'll be Cheese starting this one off for FUT.
I love this play too because First Killer did actually get a hand up onto this ball. A very beautiful pass off from Frosty to Cheese. This is the level of communication that and they lose that possession, but it is short-lived. LJ able to find a sneak in the cut. Kofer takes that one forward.
Freedom, this is where First Killer can get dangerous. Chance there's an early pre-jump, but he's got a lot of space. Looks for the bump, there's the demo, but again, saved out there with Cheese at the goal.
Especially if First Killer decides that he wants to start doing it on his own. He almost tries, takes the shot. LJ to finish. Full team effort.
I mean, this is what makes Rebellion look so threatening. When they're all on offense, it's just so hard to guard. Frosty, I mean, he gets bumped twice. There's just no chance he's making that touch to get the save out. He was in the right place, but there's just the Rebellion's too stronger.
They're extremely strong for exactly what I was saying. This is an aggressive team. They have gotten to where they get because they are three very pushy people. And of course, First Killer's kind of like the one known for it, right? But Kofer, he's kind of been on his own. They try to go for the skim on in. No connection on it, though, so we stay tied game.
Now we get to see if Rebellion will keep this level of aggression up, but FUT looking to strike back. Frosty, what a double! Oh, we might have a top play on that one. Frosty was in the air pretty early. You can see it there. There's the pre-jump before Cheese even hits the ball. Lands the double, and that's just beautiful placement.
Tell me you like your teammate without...
Good 50 in the corner. First Killer, speed test. He gets past two. Can they get this mid? Cheese up early, but it's not enough. First Killer with the tie.
They tried again to box them in, but as soon as they get out, First Killer just had all the space in the world. The double to himself to open up the almost in. Here comes LJ to try and finish. Down to Kofer in your net.
Oh, Logan, it's a beautiful pass. Look at this. He gets the flip here, doesn't put it on target. Literally, he knows he has Kofer there on the wing and gets it right to him. It's a picture-perfect shot. And the Rebellion locked and loaded. They take game one, but it was
on the OG Dig roster. They like coveted the infield back in the day.
So let's see if some adjustments are being made. Game two here on Forbidden Temple. And
10 seconds on the clock here. What can they do with this time? Frosty's gonna stop the play in its tracks. And we'll see what they can do from here. 1 to go, still in the air. Here comes First Killer, Cheese on the challenge. And down on to the ground we go. And overtime in this game too.
This guy, Cheese, not to deny. Rebellion won a little bit of field positioning here. There's a good flick by Sosa, and Kofer can knock that away.
Trying to get into position to find each other, but Rebellion's doing such a great job of keeping them out of their way.
Rebellion just able to get that denied, took two, but Sosa gets a fine one, and Sosa with the OT goal, FUT with all the pressure, and it pays off.
It's a beautiful setup from Cheese. He knew he was going straight and center down, and nosedives it into their net. And he's
something that's super interesting. You look at the stats here, Frosty MVP, no shots to his name.
Plan coming into this, so now it's on Rebellion's shoulders to try and get back into this one. Game number 3.
That blue half. Kofer again. I mean, we're seeing that individual work come through. Oh, but that's a great, no, it's not a save, it's in.
It's just a pinball around, it's going in.
I thought he had it blocked.
No, he's too good.
See if they can continue to keep up that momentum. Oh, but Frosty just destroys the defense to set up Cheese.
I never want to hear you say that people don't like you again. The dash into the pass was so clean.
First Killer who was jumping from inside the net. So well done there from Frosty. Now it's anybody's game, but LJ, what a shot! And Frosty again, he comes up with the save this time.
A fairly extended period of time. Another send back from First Killer. Dangerous is the name of the game here. FUT eSports completely absent on the defensive end. Why? Overconfidence. That time, First Killer had to remind them who he is every but to get back into this one, they want to tie the game up, but first killer, another big clear to a disappearing defense. Results in a third goal for Rebellion. Some security headed into the last 21.
And it's a good idea, right? You see you have Frosty on the wing. You want to slide that pass to him.
Here as we head into game number 4. A great showing from Rebellion to keep momentum in their favor.
Yeah, but the way this series is going, it's really not like I think a lot of people would have expected where it was just sports of the series. It's still hard to kind of tell the direction.
Entirely.
Things looking a little desperate for FUT here. First killer, free ball, free flip reset, gets it, just throw the defense. If you give first killer that space and you're not set, this is what can happen.
I'm sorry, Cover in the back end just like
he messed up, almost giving LJ a free double cheese, just barely makes this a 1-goal game still. And Rebellion are not stopping. First killer again.
Rebellion continue to throw demo after demo after demo onto FUT eSports, this time forcing Cheese into a very awkward that they are completely dismantling FUT eSports. This is one of the better moments. They're trying to connect here up to Sosa. Finally, some hope for FUT.
Yeah, good cut here from Cheese. First killer, last back on the play, but I mean, it's really just Cheese's extra effort there.
Here, a flick up one. Frosty used everything in the tank, but you got to try and do it again here off the crossbar. Bounced out and in. It's the finish from first killer, but the initial play on its own from LJ. I mean, this team is truly something special.
He'll take some boosts in the back end, and you got to watch out if you're FUT because he's demoing your third man. But Sosa dodges the demo, gets a shot on, and makes it a 1-goal game.
This is a full team effort, too. It started off with Cheese in the fake, and you saw Cheese go around the corner. No catches as far as, like, opening up the space.
He was definitely showing itself.
Whoa!
Sosa again. Oh, wait, whoa. I didn't expect Cheese to get that demo. Cheese! He took out first killer, and all of a sudden, we're all tied up.
That's like, that's the most like menace, like, oh, okay. Look how far up he was, and I love...
Frosty will be able to clear that one out. Rebellion tried for the counterattack, but now they're gonna get hit with one of their own. Sosa rolls it right into Kofor, though, goal line stop. Send the back, so Cheese had to come in and cut the play. LJ up, gets a beat past Sosa, Kofor up. He's looking for the game winner on the fake, and LJ will score!
This is the version of LJ we have been so excited to see on land. This combination does Rebellion to match points. If you guys didn't know, waiting for them on the other end of the bracket is...
But here we go, 5 minutes on the clock.
Off the kickoff.
Here's Kofor. Clean beat. That one dropped straight down on the first killer, and Frosty gets a clean look. Frosty will put one in at the 2-minute mark here. First goal of the game.
Cheese, another great setup there, but of course a full team effort to commit on this one. Rebellion.
Great effort from him in game 3, and then we're seeing more from him now here in game 5. Good leave there from Cheese as Sosa applies more pressure.
The dunk there, the demo on the back end. You can see how bad they want it. They almost have it, but it's not theirs. FUT eSports, another chance to keep them out, but it's not enough. Off the nose of Cheese. Rebellion have tied at 4 seconds again.
Pass after pass after pass from Rebellion. Passing the shot. This one is gonna roll, and we have overtime in game 5. FUT had this game in the bag, but they lost it at the end. Also, no boost, pushes this mid. Frosty redirected, Kofor had to read it. Cheese up, is he gonna pass it? No, he's looking for the double there.
That one there, but FUT eSports definitely are getting a little closer with their attempts. Kofor to himself from the stealing, has the flip, takes it down, off the crossbar. LJ has to try. You see first killer lurking, but he's not gonna commit on no boost. He takes the mid, and instead he retreats as FUT eSports enter their half.
Kofor awkward. First killer's needed there. That individual performance. But FUT, the way they're able to pass it in between each other, that team play has worked so well. They need a good stop there, but it's not enough. Kofor with the OT goal, and that'll do it. Rebellion will win the series in 5.
You talked about team play. I'm telling you right now, Rebellion, are the epitome of it. So many shining moments. They definitely, I know some people, you know, they feel like it's almost an insult to say that your potential is so great, but they really do have a lot of potential. The first parts of this series were fairly close, but as time went on, you know,
Open. SSG on one side, GenG on the other. Let's play some Rocket League.
Let's play some Rocket League indeed. Let's set ourselves our first grand finalist of the North American Open Regional #1. Who's it going to be between Space Station Gaming and a rampant GenG? Game 1 brought to you by Progressive.
And I said this on the desk right before we started, before the break. I've got GenG here. I do just back this new style, bringing Rise into a new GenG squad. You seem to be erring towards SSG, though?
I don't know if it was just to go against you.
Aren't you a silly boy?
That's not gone very well to start with on this one. GenG up already, 17 goals against a 100X that just had no answers for them.
Central towards the man, Reveal, who's been on the Space Station Gaming roster for a little while now, but a 2v1 and a low fake sees Reveal need to dive in.
Well, if nobody's got him, Diaz has got him, Reveal's got him, now there's the breakaway! I was looking for Diaz's car. I think Chronic had him covered. I don't think Chronic wanted to need to have him covered, as they've got the Reveal shot. And it's another counter-attacking goal for Space Station.
I mean, you can have as much pressure as you want, but if everybody is sending the kitchen sink, you need to make
we were getting. I think a lot of us were expecting sort of the world. It was maybe impossible standards. Well, that one is a bit of a weaker shot to let go through, and GenG are not at their full strength.
Huge pop from Reveal. It's on target. Magic Bear, he ends up with no boost. The GenG defense, 3-1, and very quick 2 goals in succession.
Bosh.
But the kickoff goal for GenG falls to Justin, who just smacks it.
Yeah, Justin follows in a little bit later, but that's a great lost kickoff there from Magic Bear. Reveal's got no angles to work with.
Yes, indeed. A little bit too much beans on it.
I've seen a lot of air dribbles today. These are air dribble passes. As Diaz goes for the air dribble bump. This might be a better shot for them as, again, over towards Reveal. Good double demo, and it's off the post and in.
You wait for the 2 to go, and then you can strike. And it was a great shot from Magic Bear to keep a player away. And the demos round the back, through the smoke. He's not in that many chances to get the ball away in high-flying positions, just above the crossbar. Dustin has to beat 2, ends up beating none of them.
Yeah, Rise was still recovering from being demoed as Chronic. Oh, he's over the top! Crossbar! And fall for the bait. Went for it at the right time. Diaz gonna try and get ahead of it. Goes for the block shot and Magic Bear again.
A mid-boost, in fact. The attempt
Justin.
is central. Justin reads that touch. Rise misses the next. Justin pre-jumps. Magic Bear needs to clear it high.
Yeah, GenG keep trying to go over there, looking for a weakness that does not exist. Justin, oh, he can't get to it! And Chronic takes it overtime that Space Station have been working towards for 4.5 minutes.
And he backs him to go to the backboard there. Justin has to dive on it.
When we do get to the stats is, nobody got 1,000 points. And I think the answer is, change the script here. This is becoming a bit of an air dribble battle. And it's an air dribble battle they are not winning. Not against a team with Diaz on it.
Right. And I'll tell you what I do want to see. I want to see Diaz go for Diaz. This time instead he goes for the ceiling reset. Musty. I want that to be a sign of intent.
Yeah, a bit of a point right there as that's going to drop straight in. And Chronic, no respect, dies for the block. And it's in the net.
See, they're all over the GenG defense at the moment. And Diaz again to the ceiling. He's a North American 1v1 champion for a reason. And thankfully for him, this time, he's got a teammate.
And again, they just bite. They think the outplay's on the way. Justin wants to try and get the outpace, but somebody's got to get in his ear and just go, can we try a couple of just hit the ball very hard or just take a 50?
I mean, that's a team play.
Hits the ball very hard and gets the goal.
Lovely team play. Starts with Justin, in fact. Down to Rise, and just about hits the floor. The half volley rockets into the net. Great answer and a wonderful response from GenG.
I think it's the type of goal they had to score as well. What would have worried me is if they just immediately responded to Space Station. I really want to see this kick off. So the leave it on the first man. Diaz tries to hit the shot, and it's just so unfortunate. The block from Justin straight back into the path of the opponents.
Trying to be these clever plays. Imagine it with no boost. Harasses a full boost Diaz in his own half. It's on target. And that is a complete swarm from GenG.
Every time we've seen GenG try and air dribble, what happens? Midfield block. Goes straight back into their side of the field. It doesn't work.
Have a plan with it somewhere. That's what's been lacking so far for GenG. Very much the opposite for SSG, as their plan is to bamboozle and batter GenG.
Oh, Chronic, you can't do that to them.
2 more games and SSG progress through into the grand final.
If you're Space Station, this is as good as it can possibly be.
GenG need to, as we've been saying, get a plan. It feels a little bit sort of aimless and floaty at the moment, and can get on top of this series. The Space Station now from the off-court. No goal, but again, a statement of intent.
Reveal might have got the setup to Diaz.
There it is.
And it's worst case scenario when you take the timeout.
I like the fake. I don't like kind of when it happened, if that makes sense. Yeah, I don't like when it happened. And oh my goodness, reveal.
I'll tell you right now, those cars do not look backwards all that easily. Good demo, good goal. Everything Space Station do is not good, it's great.
And look at the boost total here from Rise. He's now the final man. He can do nothing. Even if Reveal's not there, he cannot get in the way of that ball. He gets
Rise goes, okay, I have nothing. I could triple jump the car.
What a pass.
Not gonna work. Oh,
straight
my goodness.
Across. How does he have the vision, the audacity to find Chronic here?
And it's just all the time. Space Station Gaming. Diaz off the ceiling, drops it to Reveal, does the flip to the side to correct it. Space Station Gaming. We were wondering, Stumpy, can we get the 1v1 Diaz out? This is a team.
501 there for Reveal. He makes the threshold.
All right, who else have we got?
He sneaks in.
All right.
Oh my God! Honestly, this has been one of the best series we've seen from Chronic since he literally won a major. I am blown away.
It's on 300. This game has been long gone. Reveal with Diaz trekking forward for more bugs, more demos. There has been no team with this level of confidence.
Of REDACTED vs Rebellion. And this is going to take an absolutely Herculean effort for GenG to come back into it. And that's also, bear in mind, the post-timeout game. And they had
I really do feel like GenG could play a great game.
May well fall 4-0. The ones that are really just coming online. The shot, though, goes low, and Magic Bear. That is one for the good.
One of many, they will hope. It's a really unlucky bounce off Reveal's car.
On a demo from Diaz, not quite in time. First to it will be Reveal. Dunks on Justin, straight in from Diaz.
One, and Space Station Gaming get that goal back. Chronic might be about to take it into 2-1. Can't afford to let their heads drop. Diaz turns, can he set? No one's following.
Right, one there for him. Diaz wasn't able to. Lovely silo play from Reveal. My goodness, that was going in. First man and second men.
Yes. All right, he's not got the boost. Backboard again, takes away all the real danger. I like the fake challenge to Rise. It's right down the middle.
He has to shoot. Justin to intercept. And we may well end this series. Reveal, he blocks with nothing. Magic Bear waits, lurks, shoots, and it's saved yet again on the second bite of the cherry. He takes it down, and GenG stay alive.
Rise did incredible, because just behind him, Justin had been demoed.
I think GenG that one game, but as we've been saying, Shogun,
but we've already seen it once. I still think in the same situation, why not if you're Space Station? Especially if you can lure GenG back into this. The fake kicks every single time, and Space Station have got them to bite.
Beautiful play. A massive fake out from Diaz. Two then have to go as Rise and Justin instantly react.
But Justin gets the ball just in time. Magic Bear off the demo, needs to get another one. It doesn't. Here comes Justin, and it's not got anything on the shot. Was out of boost in that line.
No bit of time here as Reveal just pops it for Diaz. Up for one, the reset incoming. The reset opposite corner.
Justin just skims the ball onwards. Magic Bear has to get here in time. He hasn't done so. So now on the breakaway, and Justin, right place, right time. I don't think need the next 2 goals. Infield, Magic Bear, that was so well read. Reveal's got him. They try and scamper away, and they've got away with it.
Diaz, that's one troublemaker out of the way. That's the second. Magic Bear onto the open net, and he manages to scoop it over the final man. It took a double demo, but a double demo was enough.
Justin gets one. Rice forces Diaz to jump.
And says no thank you. Till it slammed off his hood. Yet another over. Hit away by Reveal. The right-hand wall will be our site of our next battle. One to the ceiling. Diaz to shoot. Go slow. Magic Bear. How do you read it? Chronic. He's the second man on.
Goes straight over to him. Second hit. There was a bump at the same time. Diaz takes the shot. Magic Bear saves them.
And finally a moment where there's not an instant 50.
Oh, Magic Bear. Magic Bear. Magic Bear.
The second overtime game win in a row. A minute is all it took, and GenG, that pulse grows.
OT in this game, Magic Bear.
It's one more game for SSG, and
you have to keep your eye way off in the distance for these plays. Justin's on the way! Trying to play with the same confidence. They're just not getting the same results. Can they keep that going? Oh my goodness, Justin. That definitely warmed it up a little bit. Magic Bear drop down pass to Justin straight at Chronic.
Mate, GenG just didn't have that second man coming through. Magic Bear again just puts it on target, and Reveal cleverly keeps it close. 100 seconds, last chance really starting to approach it. Golden goal is Justin on the top corner.
Imagine they couldn't read it. Gonna have to go for a set instead. Oh, what a clear that is. And Justin, ready, wait, flex, scores!
The man that just can't stop being dramatic.
Magic have you got? You've got a Magic Bear on the way, and he doesn't care what you've got, because he's just better!
Nothing could prepare a defense for what mastery was approaching them. Magic Bear pulls the rabbit out the hat.
Wow. Champions Field, here we come. They should. Just never really got it going. And there comes Diaz against Rise, and Diaz beats them all into the net. Too strong. Rise, so much danger! Reveal scores and doubles the lead!
The pre-jump coming through for Reveal here as well. He jumps here as the contact is made.
Always lead players back now if they want to. 2 minutes. Diaz off the shot! 3 goals to the better, and Space Station are toying in game number 7.
It's a lovely shot from Diaz, and a Reveal sees one man in the way of their... They keep their one hand on the trophy, and they will be going through to your North American Open #1 Grand Final.
Well, Redacted have already beaten NRG in this very tournament before making it here to Copenhagen. But still, Johnny, against their former org, they've got something to prove, as Game 1 is brought to you by Progressive.
It's a grudge match, and it's also a real chance for 2Piece.
Plenty of control early doors. First killer, another clean hit. LJ tries to take out 2Piece. 2Piece had to dive up early, but there's Kofa, and the pressure eventually tells.
Yeah, very nicely done. Look at the placement from Kofa here. Didn't rush the shot. First killer just forces the save out of 2Piece. And after Tox jumped, Kofa puts under. Nothing too hard for him, though. Now look at Kofa. Oh, what a bump by Kofa on the backboard. They didn't see that one coming. Sneak attack from Kofa.
Yeah, Rebellion not overextending, not forcing the issue too much, but when LJ gets all that height, Kofa knew what he was doing. Back to LJ's mechanics.
We're in a bit of trouble. First killer does not get demoed. It's LJ with the demo at the other end. It's wide open for Kofa. LJ tried to seal it, but Kofa with the goal credit.
The other two involved as well. Look at that big score there for first killer.
I think that's going to be the ideal. Absolutely, I think that they can do that. And
he follows it up. First killer does get a save. A true chance goes begging. 2Piece tries to keep it going. First killer clears once more.
Acted, and now maybe, no, not quite. A 0-second chance for Rebellion.
Yeah, that was quite a good chance.
Completely catching the defense of Redacted off guard. with his approach. Oh, chance
that
actually.
chance?
Oh, it's this wide open. 2-piece makes it game 2 to Redacted, but how is this open? I mean, the defender gets demoed, nobody's back. LJ just couldn't get there. First they're sliding back in for the respawn. Redacted against all odds of time.
When that chance came, my goodness, did he take it.
I don't know what I'm watching all of a sudden. But there we go. Talk actually brings it down. Kofor has mishit that pretty badly. And there's Talk!
Go!
What a play by Talk. He's capitalized on the mistouch, or the miss hit there from Kofor. He wanted to put that back corner, but how about the finish from Talk?
Whoa, dude.
He's absolutely fine, and that should be game. Talk can just let it drop. They do win again with a 1-0 score.
It never ceases to amaze me how in Rocket League a good professional game very quickly turns into a toothless performance.
Yeah.
And Rebellion have done exactly that. Game 1, you're saying, okay, they didn't rush into it, you know, they weren't committing. It was a patient game, you know, it's well managed, well run. And now you're thinking, all right, lads, okay, we get it. Let's see some explosions. Let's see some life from you. They're taking this is one where you need to say, guys, this isn't good enough. 94 points from First Killer.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
I don't think I've ever seen that
I don't
either.
remember the last time I saw those physical displays. He did, and then we didn't get to see it again. So I feel like we're being robbed here. Down NRG online. They can beat Rebellion. We'll crack at SSG later, but LJ, he finally, eventually, gets the goal. The floodgates are open again, and it's a very nice redirect as well. Just skimming it. Final play of the game. Wavy pre-jumped. Talk couldn't find him, and it's gone into the ground. Wasted opportunity at the end for Redacted. Rebellion tie the series 2-2.
Still not too many goals in this series. The third 1-0 in a row by my count, so it remains tight. It remains full of pressure, all of that ball.
Yeah, they're like we said before, they're so mechanical.
Fairly standard games of Rocket League, 2 of which have been won from each team. I'm desperate to see one of them at least try to really make a statement, and Kofor has tried to do exactly that there.
Great pass from First Killer. Just dunking it mid. Kofor snipes it between the two goalies. 2-piece got a piece on it, but it's been a chain of 1-0s here. A lot of 1-0s. We had this happen in Novo versus Manchester City as well. Oh, there's a tie game. Finally, both teams have scored in the same game.
Infield pass back, it came from Wavy, who got the demo, and then he went for the bump as well, made it impossible for First Killer to get involved.
Wow.
Kofor was on the goal line, but that shot had some power, and both teams have scored in a game! Attempts are 50-50 against 2-piece. 2-piece too strong, gets past a couple. He goes by himself! We've been calling for the second man. 2-piece was his own second man!
He goes 1v3. What a play to dust First Killer to that ball. And then to put it over LJ as well. 2-piece.
Wherewithal to go for it. Looking at the scoreboard, it's Talk. Yeah, I think it's because Wavy is just so fearless at going for bumps and demos, but when you're winning, things get scarier.
Yeah, it looks like a couple of massive mistakes. 2-piece mostly, though. Wanted the boost, wanted the ball, panicked on the turn. And beautifully for Wavy, takes his time, low 50 back to no one, it's open for First Killer. Wavy has led his team into a bit of a tricky position there. Can't be losing at 50 back when you're third man.
Yeah, not cleanly, that's what I was talking about. Winners still, you start snatching at things, you start getting a little bit desperate.
Redacted might look back to that before this game is done.
Chance here for 2-piece, must score and does. Redacted suddenly had some pressure, and they made it count.
Great work. Again, everybody getting involved. You had Talk leading the attack, Wavy getting stuck in, and 2-piece close behind. That's what history usually favors.
These two teams, I can guarantee you feel nervous right now. The players do too, as LJ tries to snipe the corner and completely fakes out Talk.
LJ breaks the sound barrier with a 42 kph Thunderbolt. Blink and you miss it.
2-piece in the middle, LJ says no, swats it down. Rebellion breathe a huge sigh of relief.
That first regional win here in 2026. Let's get up and get loud. It's game day.
We got a little voodoo magic going on in the desk, but guess what? None of that matters when two teams take the stage to see who can be the champions of North America here in Copenhagen. Grand Finals of NA Open 1. Game 1 brought to you by Progressive between Rebellion and Space Station Gaming. They'll have to try again.
Shopify definitely got away with murder on that play there, but they do still have to try and get away with this, and they somehow do. LJ on the goal line kept it out. Gonna have to go again on this one. But so does Space Station. They definitely could go toe for toe right here. He goes for the back flick on this one. Completely sent off. You saw the patience on the clock. SSG lose the race to this ball. It's transition out for blue. It's a shot on target. And first killer, he has been having a day. Anything he has been teed up for has gone straight on target and in their net.
Good pass there from Kofer to FK.
Their way forward. Can they do it? Chronic keeps it up. It's in the corner, trying to make the catch here. It's a big, long clear for Rebellion, but they end up surviving those final few moments and take that game 1.
And one goal game where the final goal is scored very late here. That's going to show you how tight this final is going to be.
NA.
You know the type of bracket you have to go through. These players are all used to this, so I think the mentality is
back on Nobu, shot on target, set off. Follow-up is wide. Here comes the third, and the dunk is in.
nice here from LJ, but Rebellion as a team with the pressure. Look at the follow from First Killer. Kofer kind of gets the defense jumping, and then LJ just strong follow-up to Force. It plays the 50 well in front of the goal line. Secures the first one here.
A actual shot. Here's one, but it's sent off by Kofer. Reset to keep them out. And here comes a Space Station, but every attempt is denied time and time again. It's another Rebellion win.
And that's really, that game has to be frustrating if you are SSG. Rebellion are so quick. Stadium. So far, SSG starting things off with the possession. Yeah, shot on target. Oh, off the post.
Battle, but Space Station, that worldwide defense has kept them in this one, but they haven't had much time to shine on the other end of the field. First Killer, a bounce to the corner, a rare miss could cost them. It's a bounce around the net.
Single individual plays. They haven't been able to get necessarily too many pass plays. This one, a nice lead there for LJ, and that's what you need.
Rebellion truly, in my eyes, and they gotta be in yours too, are on another level. For Space Station's playing right now, they're going for the demos, they're going for the bumps, and they're throwing themselves out of rotation. It's a 1v1 left. First Killer misses the demo on this. It 50s out into the corner. Big clear. Can he get the catch? No! It hits the ground, and Shopify Rebellion find another win.
Now they're 5 minutes away from taking NA Open 1 from Space Station Gaming. SSG was winning the Open.
Okay.
I might have lied. We don't know yet. We'll see. Game 4, Rebellion looking to sweep the series. SSG would have to reverse sweep here in Copenhagen if they want to take NA Open 1. And it's where they're not showing signs of life. As LJ bore down and in.
Hey, you want to say there's no signs of life? I'm going to agree with you on that front here. A little bump in the back end. Chronic had already committed. Full send. It's taken away. It's just a demo for the road on back.
Took Reveal out the play. Now Chronic is taking out the play. Now the pass down. First Killer. Oh my! LJ to FK. The connect. No, let's go for there. Oh my goodness, what a play!
That's just an insane spot in the speed to throw it. There's only one way to change that. Chronic's gonna try and do it here on his own. You saw it just building in the air, the patience, the catch here over First Killer, but to 50 on down in on his own.
Game here for Space Station Gaming. Now, time left here. Oh, that's LJ. Oh, he almost got it. Reveal. What a read there to watch that play. Oh, net's still open, though, but Reveal will get back in time.
Forward. The problem is they full commit on low boost. They got to go for the bump. There's nothing there. Chronic's trying to force it in. Off the post. Follow from Diaz. Sent off to the side. The Rebellion defense is keeping everyone back. At this moment in time, SSG almost have nothing left in the tank to give.
Diaz trying to pop it up. He's just working through this while watching out for the threat of the defense. Chronic gets that center. LJ awkward, and no, it's blocked away. LJ still got the save there.
Tries to play it a little bit low here, but it gets popped back out into the corner. You can see all of Space Station committing, but First Killer, the one to keep him out. That save could be the complete difference maker between the two. Up to one, it's Diaz. The 1v1 pass gets intercepted, and Space Station have one last Hail Mary to give, but it'll be taken away. This one's still in play as Rebellion has to keep them back. It's a pop in the air and pop to the backboard. No follow has come through.
Diaz looking to control this. Sends it across the field. They want to switch the play. Reveal, oh no, not the best touch. It hits the ground. And Rebellion do it in a sweep. They are your NA Open 1 champions.
One of the most dominant runs we have seen in such a long time. These three players have had some of the most talked about potential for so long, and they bring in Kofor alongside Violent Panda, and it is the recipe for success. Space Station, before they had met them, had only dropped 5 games throughout the entirety of the NA Open 1, and they completely got shut down.
And there's questions about SSG at this point. What happened here? You wonder why they weren't as successful on offense. Why does the series end in a sweep? You look back on all the matches that happened today, and it seemed like they were the strong favorites going into it. Full desk faith, even the chat, the coin, there was everything in their favor. But nothing worked for them. Back-to-back shutout losses, and then again, Rebellion though playing their game, playing their play style, and just kept the consistency.